Shalom, and we're back at it. How are we doing, Star family? Thank you for being here. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Nikki.Star TV, if you will. I do comedic reviews of your favorite reality TV shows. I say hello to my audience for the first few seconds of this live, and then afterwards, I get into my review. After my review, we get into a chat for a bit. Sometimes we'll be here for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Hey, maybe tonight we'll shoot for 8. Who knows? But the review in itself is just about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how much I have to talk about. But that's all you need to know. Welcome. Let's get into it. Why is my light? Hold on. I got to do everything with myself. I don't have a team.
That's a lie.
Yeah, that's good. You don't scare me. You don't scare me.
That's a lie.
Let's get into it. Guys, I really liked this week's episode. I did. I thought it was good. It reminded me of old school Atlanta. And I was like, maybe this cast is actually going to work. I still might want a few people to be shaken up a bit and to give us something else. But so far, so good. I'm not mad at it. And I'll say this throughout the review, but I think that K. Michelle is an amazing addition to this show. Absolutely amazing. So before we get into the review, guys, we got to talk about Drew. Drew Sidora. Oh, Toya, you want to close the windows? I'm hearing bikes.
It's TIK
Toya Store. You want to close the windows? I'm hearing bikes. I'm hearing people speeding on my block. So I happen. If you could put that in that meal.
Oh, you opened it. Don't do that because online people will think that I'm, help.
No, they don't think that. You don't think that.
Not be on your live today. So
y'all don't think that. Anyway, we got to get into Drew. She going through it, y'all. She is going through it. Let's talk about it. We're going to read 2 articles about our girl, Drew. First article is Drew Sidora. Let me bring her up while we spelling her tea. Sorry, Drew, but this is like crazy. Who's your lawyers? You have got to get better lawyers. Where is her picture? There she is. Oh, Drew, what was going on with this hair? My God, today. Anyway, Drew Sidora ordered to vacate Georgia mansion, ex awarded primary custody of the kids. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora was ordered to vacate the Georgia home she shares with her estranged husband, Ralph Pittman. According to court docs, Drew must be out of the home by May 31st. The judge said due to the current financial circumstances of the parties, until Drew leaves the home, they will continue splitting expenses. Drew and Ralph will share joint legal custody of their kids. Ralph, who currently lives in the basement of the home, is allowed to go upstairs in the home and prepare the kids for school. Drew was awarded primary physical custody of the kids during the school year, and Drew will have parenting time on alternating weekends during starting in August. The decision came after claims their kids had excessive absences from school while in Drew's custody. She previously had primary custody of the children. A rep for Drew tells TMZ this matter is still being actively litigated and is in the middle of the final trial. The second temporary order is, in fact, temporary and does not reflect the final outcome of the case. We've reached out to Ralph's side, who had no comment. Drew and Ralph filed dueling divorce petitions in March 2023. The split turned nasty, with Drew claiming she needed out of the marriage due to continued blatant disrespect and mental abuse. But baby, we're not done. We got some new tea. I won't call this tea. This is actually really bad. Drew says that she's going to be homeless, based the judge to reverse his order. Drew Sidora told the judge she doesn't have the funds to move out of the home she shares with a strange husband, Ralph Pittman, despite being ordered to vacate by next month. According to court docs, the Bravo star said that she doesn't have the financial resources, nor has she picked out a new home, which makes it hard to be out by May 31st. She said she and her oldest child will be homeless if the court doesn't reconsider the decision. Drew said Ralph's income is 3 times hers. What is he doing? She also claims he agreed to share joint physical custody, only to switch up his request to primary while they were in court. A judge has yet to rule. This is absolutely insane. This is absolute. What does Ralph do? I need to see what his job is. How does he make 3 times more than her?
Business ventures that he did not share with you.
They got him as a musical artist. What is he doing?
Whatever it is, his lawyer is able to prove it to the court.
Well, I don't know what they're doing, because I hate doing this stuff. I never think it's accurate, but I looked up his net worth. It says that he's estimated to his net worth is estimated to be around $800,000.
Please leave me alone.
He's a businessman, IT professional, and the founder of music enrichment company My Mind Music, and the holding company Pittman International. In addition to his business ventures, he has worked in IT, specifically as a client executive at Gartner, and has been involved.
The same network.
And he's been involved in music production. So he makes 3 times more than her. But what does My Mind Music do?
But she on there acting like she got this money and she don't have this money. That's why they say she don't want to buy no ticket. She don't buy nothing when she comes to these things.
Do y'all know what My Mind Music does?
Well, apparently he had to show some documents to the court.
Okay, so it's just he makes songs for kids. Now listen, there could be some money in that. He got a playlist on YouTube. No, it's only had 23 views.
Nikki, leave me alone. You and Drew.
Because Ralph, where's this money coming from?
It might be.
I need to know where. Something. Okay, so he just plays music. He doesn't sing. Okay, so he plays music. But this got 23 views. This got 23 views. Something going on. So he makes 3 times more than Drew. Now it could be the IT money. But if he's making 3 times what Drew was making, what is Drew making? How much is she making at Bravo? This is crazy. And if she don't have no money she don't got money to move, her and the baby gonna be homeless? What is Drew? What's going on?
She's just pulling a chain. She's not going to be homeless, but she don't want to move, which I understand. doesn't want to move her and her son, and she don't want to move out.
Now they're saying that she's making. I don't think this is accurate. You think they're paying her $1.5 million a season?
Not true, but
What do you think?
she didn't. I'm sure she didn't get that much because when it comes to Housewives, it goes. By
Oh,
seniority.
Toya, we got the explanation. We know that you know.
It goes by
What
seniority.
it?
I'm
But
serious
what
with you.
it? But what do you think? What's the guesstimation that you think that they would be paying Drew?
How many seasons has she been on?
Like 3 or 4.
She got a peach.
Yeah, she got a peach.
But they paying her some money. She got a peach.
I think at least. You think like at least $1 million? 800. Ralph's net worth.
I don't know about $1 million. No. You gotta work hard to get $1 million.
We've seen her.
You gotta work hard to get $1 million.
So she said she's not gonna have no money. Ralph makes 3 times.
Michelle, I'm sure they gave her.
Oh, because she's a legitimate celebrity.
Yeah.
But here's the thing:
also
they
schedule.
probably consider Drew a legitimate celebrity as well. She was on TV shows.
K. Michelle is a much bigger star. I can't get into this. K. Michelle is a much bigger star. And when you think about ratings, you think about who can bring what. And also what you can go to. Like if Cardi B was on the show right now, they would be so hyped because there's so many things you can see, so much drama. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think she's getting $1 million.
Well, she's been on there for a couple of seasons, so she should be getting some.
You know what? My mama didn't raise me to count people's coins. I'm just a little confused. I'm a little confused at Ralph being a breadwinner, a little confused as Drew being homeless. She's homeless. That's odd. She's just like you and me, but she stands there singing for money. La da dee da 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 la da dee da 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 la da dee da. Drew, what's going on? Now, are you pulling the judge's chain and lying about your finances? Because this is actually great that you won't have no money to move. Like you can. I've even said that. I was like, y'all can't get a studio apartment and y'all just switch out for the kids. And why is the kids missing school?
That's why she's in trouble.
Oh Lord, don't let Shamea get a hold of this tea. My God, today. Let's get into it. So we start off with Drew losing custody of the kids. Ciao. Speaking of Shamea, this entire episode, I beg of you, give us the name of the surgeon. This is the best work I've ever seen. This is the best work I have ever seen. Now, you know, I don't do that going under the knife and all that stuff because they be killing us. However, this lady's work, if this is a BBL, she sold me. She looks amazing. Every scene, she looks Shamea, drop the surgeon right now. Drop it. My God, today she looks amazing. She immediately inboxed me. I'll save up some coins. You know what? I'll go as far to do a Star Family Fund. Get Nikki her gold body. I'll be looking like Alandria in 4 months. Let's go. And also, since we're here talking about Shamea, I changed my mind on her. I do. Because, you know, I'm just like, oh, Shamea is just, she's so corny. She gets on my nerves. I will say this. I was reading some comments that people were making about her on like threads and like other places where, you know, I get my Housewives fix from. And there were some people who actually enjoyed Shamea. Like everybody was just like, oh my gosh, she's so hilarious. I was like, oh, hilarious. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. Does she do comedy? And I was like, oh, what? But there were some people, and no shade. It's a certain audience that is for this kind of, you know, it's the people who watch them black Tubi. You know, I know that there are some people who enjoy that, and I get it, right? But I know there are some black people who like, you know, will watch that stuff like In Black, whatever that show was on Netflix. I know there are some black people who are just like, oh my God, this is Oscar-winning acting. And so I am going to step back and remove myself from it and be like, you know what? Her comedy is not for me, but it's for somebody, apparently. There are people who think she's hilarious. And that's okay.
Family.
No, there are a lot of people just like, oh my God, I love Shamea. There was one lady who was like searching for the clip where she was doing all that stuff about Porsha. And she's like, oh my God, I have to find it. She's so hilarious. Oh, oh, okay. But I have to realize, you know what I mean, that there are people who are going to go up for that kind of stuff. I just have to realize that there are people of my community who, will accept certain things. Because I just feel like Black people are so freaking talented. I think we are at the top of every because we create everything, right? So like for me, my comedy, I rate my comedy to what I think Black Americans think is funny. Like if Black Americans are laughing at it, I'm like, oh, it's hilarious. If Black Americans don't get the joke, you didn't land it. You didn't land it because we are just naturally hilarious, right? And I base everything off of our comedy because we have perfect comedic timing. But I also realize that the standard that Black Americans have, not every Black American adheres to that. So this sounds so shady, but I'm just being really honest. I didn't see the appeal, but there are people who will go up for this. And I said, oh, okay. The church stage play Blacks are going to eat this up. And that is okay. That is A-okay. So I'm going to change my mind on her and I'm going to release the cringe because I know that although it's not for me, it's for somebody and they're enjoying it. And I don't want to be a voice out there removing, poking fun at their joy. Have fun. Enjoy what she brings to the table. So I'm glad that she makes somebody happy. Let's move on. Let's move on. Guys. The Prince is driving. That was, oh my God. When I saw him in that car, I said, I'm old. We've been here so long. The Prince is driving. His voice is getting deep. He's telling Phaedra to calm down. And Phaedra, ooh, cha, slow down. He's like, Mom, I got it. Oh my God. The Prince is like, he's going to be an adult soon. I cannot believe we watched this journey with him. And then when the show was doing like a flashback of like all of, the iconic scenes with Phaedra and the Prince. And the most iconic one is when the Prince was in her belly and they were trying to find out her due date. OMG. I was like, wow, we have been here for a very long time with him. My God, today, I just thought that was so beautiful. Just this little montage was so cute. And I remember the first day that he was going to kindergarten and Phaedra was crying and he was crying. I remember crying with them and I'm like, oh my God, we've really watched these kids grow up. The Prince is driving. Oh my God.
President.
No, the president, Mr. President is the youngest.
No, Mr. President is the oldest.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Mr. President is not the oldest. The Prince is the oldest.
Okay.
Mr. President is the youngest.
Okay.
Right? Now Mama got me confused, but I think that Aiden, right? Aiden is Mr. Prince.
Okay.
No, Mama Star got me confused, child.
Look it up. You look up everything else. Look it up.
You can do that, co-host.
She's taking a call.
Hello. So let's get in. So here's the thing. The show opens up. Phaedra and Mr. Prince are driving or whatever. I thought that was really cute. Then we cut over to a brunch with Porsha, K. Michelle, and Waffles. I thought this brunch was so fun. And that's what really brought it up for me. It was like we went from the montage of Mr. Prince, and then we are here with the ladies at brunch. I think they're at Dirty Tea in Atlanta. I had that on my Yelp list. I have to go. It looks so beautiful, and I have to go. I might do a little birthday thing. You know what? Do they have a space to do a meetup? I want to look into that. Anyway, so we get to this brunch, this tea with K. Michelle, Porsha, and Waffles, and it was so fun. They were laughing, having a good time, and I was really enjoying watching them. I always said Atlanta is the show that makes you want to like hang out with your girlfriends. Like, we watch that show because this is supposed to be a reflection of our Black girlfriend group, right? So we really like that. Like, this is the comedy, this is the fun. Are you done listening to your hippity hop? Raising a boomer is not for the weak. So I just liked it. It was fun. It was relatable. I was cackling with them. And then Porsha just flipped the script. And I was just like, Porsha, this was such a good scene. Why are you destroying it? Her and Kelly are laughing. And then Porsha's just like, well, Kelly, I didn't like that you said that I'm a husband stealer. And Waffles was just like, what are you talking about? Because she didn't know that Porsha was talking about the after show. So Porsha was just like, I thought that me and you were good. But, then I see you on the after show and you're making these comments about me. And Kelly's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then Porsha mentioned the after show. Kelly was just like, Kelly didn't think that was a big deal. Here's the thing. Porsha, I think, is very good for the show. Porsha holds everybody in the cast to an entirely different standard, and it's not fair. Y'all know y'all supposed to be messy in them confessionals. Y'all know y'all supposed to be messy on the after show. Y'all know y'all supposed to say some things. Y'all know sometimes production tell you to say things. You always get your feelings hurt by the confessionals or comments or whatever that's made in the press, knowing that is a show. But then when it comes to you, everybody has to be like, oh, that's Porsha. That's not fair. That's not fair. You talk crap about everybody else. And then you want to cry, you want to make up, you want to say, oh, I'm going through a lot. If somebody says something about you, now it's personal. Now you got to get down and dirty. So Porsha is just like, well, I didn't like that you said that about me. And I know a lot of stuff about you that I could say. And Kelly's like, well, what do you know about me? Well, you sleep with married men. And I knew, listen, Kelly could be a really good liar. But for me, when Porsha said that, Kelly was like, what? Like, it wasn't even she got my tea. She was like, huh? And she was like, oh, BET weekend, you slept with a married man. And the married man told me that you were in bed with him while you're sleeping with this guy. You're talking about me and Dennis. And Waffles was just like, what are you talking? That don't make no sense. And then she said, well, if this is true, I would love a receipt. I like receipts. Porsha, up to now, has not produced a receipt. What I think happened was that Porsha wanted to do a get back, right? She didn't like that comment that Waffles made about her. So she waited till they filmed the scene together to embarrass her with something that wasn't true. That's why she didn't have a receipt. Because Porsha was just like, I got it. Kelly said, oh, you got it. Let me see it. Up to now, Porsha hasn't shown it. And if you have the receipt, give her the receipt, because Porsha, you're known for, oh, it's right here. It's right here. But you never produced a receipt. So if she actually said or did something and asked you for the proof, because she wasn't shook. She was not shook by that. She said, oh, yeah, where's the receipt? Straight to the point. You still haven't produced it yet. I think that Porsha just said that because she wanted to hurt her. I think that she just said that because she wanted to get under her skin and she wanted to embarrass her because she didn't like that Kelly said that and embarrassed her and made her feel a certain way. Here's the thing, Porsha, you got to get mad at everybody. Everybody says that you're a husband stealer. Everybody says that. You were in that woman's house when you met her husband. Not even a month later, you on a boat with him, and next thing you know, you're engaged. Real weird. That timeline is weird, and you just have to be honest. The timeline is weird.
And she also said she wanted to sleep with
Charles. Okay? The timeline is weird. So get mad at everybody, because everybody is saying this timeline is really weird. It doesn't make sense. It seems like he's been there before. And let me tell you something. When that show played the flashback of you and him meeting for the first time, I saw a little something. And what I saw was that was the first time y'all met. Ooh. That's why y'all was acting awkward. Hi, nice to meet you. Her and Simon.
Right.
That wasn't the first time you met that man. He knew you in a biblical way.
Okay.
So it's weird.
Correct. You were correct.
Thank you. The president is the youngest. Mr. Prince is the oldest. Thank you. Thank you, co-host. You got to be on it.
Yeah, I told you was right.
You got to be on it. If you're going to be my co-host, you got to be on it. So anyway, you cannot get mad at Waffles over something that everybody has said. Why single her out? Because you feel like you can get over on her. But Polly Pocket, oh, she know how to play ball. And she will play ball. The funniest thing about this was K. Michelle. K. Michelle in the scene and K. Michelle's confessionals. Let's bring her up real quick. The funniest thing, K. Michelle was like, she had me screaming. She's, oh. And then she in her confessional, she was just like, I don't know why I'm here. She was just like, I just think this was inappropriate, wasn't it? We was having a good time. And now it's this married man sleeping coochie. Why are you saying this, Porsha? I'm sold. I'm sold. I will be honest and say I was just like, I don't know. Because K. Michelle, I remember you from being real messy on Love and Hip Hop. And I like mess, but I didn't like that kind of mess that you was bringing there. This, you are doing a phenomenal job. This mature K. Michelle, I can rock with. I can rock with. She is doing a phenomenal job on this show. I was cracking up with her the entire episode. And this is what Atlanta is for. Atlanta is fun. Atlanta is supposed to be bubbly. Atlanta is supposed to be comedic with light shade. Y'all getting dark. Y'all fighting each other. Like that's not what we want. This right here, let's stay here. Let's stay here. Because what I also loved about this is that Kelly and Porsha was going back and forth. And then they were just like, let's just squash it. And they was like, all right, I'm sorry. Kelly apologized, Porsha apologized, and they was able to move on. That's what I also love. Like, if you want beef for a second, and let's move on so the show can move on and we can move on to other things. I don't want y'all to be fighting about stuff for 4 seasons. Please, let's move on so we can get to something else. But the thing about that, stuff like that happens when they got a lot of other stuff going on. When the show don't have nothing, when the cast cannot bring anything, they stay on top of one subject. And all the girls get around one person because they don't have a storyline. So they make this click and they make this person a problem, not because they don't like the girl, because they don't got nothing going on. Hello, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all don't have a storyline. So you're using Amanda and her crazy eyes to be your storyline, but it's not working. All these ladies got something going on. I'm sorry. All of them have showed up to work. And this is why this season is going so well. I loved it. They were just able to move forward. Porsha toasted with sugar because she wanted to be sweet. Her and Kelly hugged. And Waffles was just like, you going to hug me now like you hugged Shamea? And Porsha was like, yes, I am. And they hugged. And Porsha was just like, oh, you at the right height. It was fun. Like, I was just like, good. I like that we could just wrap this up and move forward. But K. Michelle is so good on this show. Finally, Atlanta got some casting right. It's been a while. Finally. But the brunch was really, really fun. Even when Porsha messed it up, I like that Porsha was able to bring it back to a resolution. And I just, K. Michelle's reaction, it all really, really worked so well. They're back. Let's move on to Pinky. Here's the thing. Who is this? Oh, that's Waffles. Where's Pinky? I don't have Pinky. Oh, child, let me bring Pinky up. Hold on, give me a second. While I'm bringing up Pinky, let's talk about her man. So here's the thing. as a proud Philadelphia woman, I just want to say this. The Philly men are different. You got to be from there to understand them, right? So when I watched this scene with Pinky and her husband, I was just like, ooh, this is not a good representation. But when you get a good Philly man, it's a different experience. So what Pinky's going through, ooh. Yikes on bikes. Yikes on bikes. There are some good ones out there for real. But this right here, I'm like, oh, Pinky, this ain't great. Oh, yeah, I can't believe I don't have a picture. There go Miss Pinky. There go Miss Pinky. You know who they need to get on the show? It's just so random. Patra. I would like to see, wouldn't you like to see Patra on the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
No, I haven't seen Patra in years. What is Patra looking like?
Oh, she looks great. She Miss Romantic Call looks great. Huh? That's what we're not going to do. I would like to see her on this show. I think she will probably do well.
Well, get on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get Patra on the show. Show the girls how to do it. What?
Let me tell you one thing. Oh, she would shake it up.
Oh, she would. That's what I'm saying. Patra would shake it up. She would come on there. I'm on a romantic call. I'm talking to my baby down on me yard. Oh, Patra, I gotta get you on the show. I gotta get Patra on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Anyway, when I saw Pinky sing with her husband, I was just like, this is not a representation of all of them, but you know, some things about this was familiar. Anyway, so her and her husband are talking, and it seems like really, really great. Like he's playing football with their kids. Her mom is there. This is the first time I have ever I'm not talking about first gen. This is seeing her mom. And then she said, oh, my mom is Jamaican. She's a true Jamaican woman. She works really hard. And I was like, Jamaican? And then they played the scene and I could hear her mom speak more. And I was like, oh, because I'm telling you, the Jamaican uncles and aunties, they don't let that accent go. This is the first time I've seen a Jamaican auntie with a faint Jamaican accent. First gens, they let that go. They don't even try to hold on to anything from their family. The aunties, oh, they don't let that accent go. They will be in America 72 years. They will have come to this country at 4. But they got that older generation got that accent thick. They've never been to Jamaica. Born and raised in America. But that accent, we're raised in America. That accent stays with them. They want you to be like, huh? Can you say that again? Huh? So to hear her mom speak, I could hear it, but it was like faint. I was like, ooh, you let your accent go? Oh, you real acclimated. Because I've never seen it. I have never experienced it. Every Jamaican that I have met in the United States that is like a boomer and up, and they've been in the big hints to say was 4 child. They will not. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's resistance. I don't know, but they don't let that accent go. So to hear her mom, I was like, oh, what's your experience? Because that's new for me. Never seen it. But anyway, her mom is there. They're talking about the kids. She said that she wants to have more kids, but the husband doesn't want because he has 2 children from a prior marriage and they had 3 kids back to back. Yikes on bikes. Yikes on bikes. But they had 3 children back to back, and she really, really loves him. She was happy to talk about his business, Dave's Philly cheesesteaks. I will say he do a good cheesesteak. It was given Philly in Atlanta. It was given Philly in Atlanta. I'm very strict about Philly cheesesteaks. Listen, you can make a Philly cheesesteak outside of Philly. For me, it's less of a Philly cheesesteak. A Philly cheesesteak is a cheesesteak that you have in Philly. You don't have it in Jersey. You don't have it in Baltimore. You have it in Philly. That's a Philly cheesesteak. Outside of Philly,
Yeah, I don't like his
it's a meat sandwich. You don't like. Mom, you tore that cheesesteak up.
Because I didn't have no other choice.
Girl, bye.
No,
Girl, bye. Mom, you took. First of all, you found the restaurant and took us there.
No, I did not.
You did, Mom. It was next to the K. It was next to the H Mart.
Yeah,
You wanted to go to the H Mart,
Yeah.
and you saw the restaurant, and you said, "Oh, I was looking for this. That's the vegan girl husband." That's how I found out about the restaurant, Mom.
Nikki, go away.
Cause you acting brand new. She always try to get up here and act brand new. You tore that cheesesteak up and you got fries. It was good. I said that to say the cheesesteak was good, but she was very, very proud of him. She was talking about all of his success and how they don't have a prenup, so his wins is her wins. And I'm just like, yeah, they absolutely are, because he wouldn't have had those wins had it not been for you. Give yourself your flowers. Anyway, they're sitting down having a conversation. And she's talking about how it was really hard for her when she lost her business. And there's this whole montage of her talking about that. But she was like, I was able to buy it back in 43 days. Listen, what an achievement. Some people lose their business and are never able to get it back. They say goodbye to that one time and you'll never see it again. Not only did you get it back, you got it back in 43 days. My God, today, you're doing something right, my dear. You're doing something right. But she was just crying about how she just felt so alone in the process. And while she's talking about what happened to her husband is like, oh, well, I was there with you. You weren't alone. Don't say that. And I'm like, oh my God, shut up. Let her talk. Like, first of all, she's crying. She's breaking down about the embarrassment of it all. And you're not even comforting her. I would have took that scene if he just grabbed her hand and said, I'm with you. I'm sorry that happened, babe, but I got you. Something like that. To sit there and deny her experience and tell her what happened to her didn't happen to her, didn't look like a supportive husband to me. And listen, that one scene does not paint their entire relationship. But I just wanted him to just be there for her and just listen to her. But she's like crying, and in the midst of talking about her situation and what happened to her, he's cutting the situation down and shutting it down. And I'm like, you don't see that, because even in that, she's like trying to push back and be like, no, this actually happened. He's like, no, it didn't. Yikes on bikes. Yikes on bikes. I also, no shade, Pinky. I also knew what kind of relationship this was when Pinky named all of the children and all of their names started with the letter D.
When she forgot the baby name,
Dash.
it's still in my memory.
I said, oh, well, this is what it is. This is what it is. My God, today. I will also say, no shade. Watching this scene, I was like, you know what? I'm not missing nothing. I'm like, If she likes it, I heard it. Good for her. Good for her. Back to K Michelle, who is just eating for me. Phenomenal performance. Phenomenal performance. The reason why she's so good on the show for me is because not only is she charismatic, not only is she funny, she has two great storylines. And the first storyline is she's a Black American woman trying to break into an art form that her people have created and was kept out due to racism. That's a whole interesting storyline right there. I could watch her on her own pursuing that, right? Next, the second storyline, a prominent storyline, is that she wants to be a mother again. Like, she wants to have another child. And she's been having some infertility issues. And she said, I'm trying to get my body right because I want to carry a child. I want to have another child. She said she has an older son, but she's just like, I'm ready to do it again. You know, I'm married, I'm happy. and I want something that's us. And I'm just like, straight out the gate, I'm already engaged by how she's performing as a cast member. But now we got 2 storylines from her. So you know why I was so gagged by that, or I was so happy about that? Because K Michelle is not going to be going around trying to be in beefs with anybody or pick fights or ghost produce, because she already got something going on. She doesn't need to do that because she already has a storyline. She can mind her own storyline and not have to mind anybody else's business because she doesn't have anything going on. That's the kind of person you want to watch. That's the kind of person who will not make the show stale. She will enhance it. She is a great addition to the show. A great addition to this show. Housewives, take notes. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So let's get back to Waffles. We meet up with Waffles, Angela and Shamea. Meet up with Waffles, and she is clearly like not in it. Right? And they're like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, you didn't hear? Her ex-husband went to the Tasha K show and was like gossiping about her. And I'm like, I'm so sick of that Tenderine man terrorizing her. I feel like the only reason why she has peace right now is because he's locked up. That's all he do. All that man does is get locked up and gossip. That's it. My God, today, again, let's reiterate, this is why it's best to just get other than something fine, right? Because either way, they probably gonna get on your nerves. Either way, they probably gonna embarrass you. At least let it be from a fine one. To know that you are being tormented by something tender-eyed, oh, it's such a hurt piece. It's such a hurt piece. Fine should be the standard and nothing else. Fine or nothing else. My God, today. But he's just tormenting this lady. He's obviously jealous of her. And every time that she is doing anything remotely good for herself or coming up out of a rut he put her in, here he comes. So, of course, you know, she paid off her debts. Her restaurant is opening, finally able to open. And so here he comes with the interview right around that same time. Loser. Anyway, Angela and Shamea show up to hang out with her, and she tells them about that. And then she tells them about the brunch that she had, the tea brunch that she had with Porsha. And here's the thing, Waffles. You're saying a lot of stuff that you didn't say to Porsha. And although I agree, I'm like, you should have said it to her face. Because I will say, Porsha ate. Porsha ate. But why didn't you say it to her face? And I think that's the problem with a lot of these housewife shows. You guys be eating in them confessionals, not in them scenes. Because everything that you said about Porsha in this scene where she wasn't there or in the confessionals, ate. Loved it. Say it to her face.
What she called the whore what?
Porsha. Say it to her face. Because producer hat, that's going to be an iconic scene. But the reason why you won't say it to her face, because you know that girl got some stuff in the chamber. Well, she going to shoot some stuff off. And you don't want to experience that. But then don't talk about her behind her back.
Well, she was on the phone and talked to her, and she said, I threw them away.
No, she didn't. She didn't. We'll get to that, co-host. Slow down. So she's telling them all this stuff about Porsha. And she said, that's coming. And I said, no, you didn't, Waffles. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. You had a much different energy. You did not match her energy. But when you're retelling this story, suddenly you're matching Porsha's energy. Waffles. Keep that same energy, because although I agree with what you were saying, I needed you to say it to her face with that same energy.
Well, she's littler than Porsha.
And oh, you know what? Okay. Well, you're right. Because my mom says she's littler than Porsha. And then I had to think about it. Porsha gets violent. Yeah. So she was like, you know what? Let me mind my business and shut on up. But this is going to get back to her like it did in this episode. So now she got beef with you again. Here we go. Here we go. So the ending, the second to end of the episode scene is with Drew. We're at Drew's movie premiere. Drew is back in front of the screen, TV screen, acting where she belongs. Drew, listen to me. Listen. This is how you get your money. Bravo is paying you a little change. I don't know what you're doing with that money. My God, today, the way I could make $800,000 work, my God, today, I would be living off of that. My kids would be living off of that. Girl, how do you not know how to flip a coin? Anyway, if you can't make that Bravo check work, this acting check you can make work. I keep on telling you and Candace freaking Dillard Bassett that acting is where you got to go first. You might not like it, but that's where you pop. You could do that singing on the side. Your problem is you're trying to make your passion the star. It's not. People don't receive you right now as a singer. They receive you as an actor. That's where we met you, T-Boz. You got to go back to that. And you could really make that work if you put some care into it. No shade. You should have never been doing this Tubi alien movie. No shade. Because I'm going to have to put something. No, I'm not going to put nothing on Tubi. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give Fox my money. I'm not getting on that plantation. Anyway, Rupert Everett can choke. And is it Rupert Everett? Is that his name? I think that's an actor. Rupert Murdoch. I'm sorry, Rupert Everett. Anyway, that is where you belong, my dear. That is where you belong. I will say this. When you start to do the movies again, don't do this kind of movie again, and don't do it with Erica Mena, because you're sitting over there talking about, oh, Black women in film, and these are all African American women, and we're doing the movie. That means nothing if Erica Mena is on the cast. That means nothing. That speech almost got me to the camera scrolled down, and I saw that lady there. Why was she there? Why were you Black women accepting her? Why whoever was over this movie, why did they hire her? That's the thing. Y'all want Black, y'all throw out the African American, the Black American, Black women, Black people support. Y'all want us to support us, but y'all don't like us. That is the problem, because if you liked Black women, if you really, really liked and cared for that audience, you would have never put that woman in a film. And you would have never said, I'll do that film if she's not a part of it. Y'all Buddha, ain't no way nobody ain't know the things that that lady has said. She has been anti-Black since she got on TV. She been like that. Keep on telling you, just because they like Black peen, don't mean they like Black people. She's been told y'all who she was. And she said that with confidence, and she acts and treats Black women the way she does because of how Black people treat Black women. So that's why she's comfortable doing what she do. Because of how we treat Black women, and how Black people treat Black women. So y'all lost me with that. No shade, I wasn't gonna see that movie anyway.
What movie?
It's more for the Shamea comedy audience. The movie that Drew is in. However, I probably would have supported it or something like that. But then I saw Erica, girl, bye. Let it flop. I'm not supporting nothing with the I will vote for Donald Trump Latinos. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Absolutely not. But anyway, everybody's at their movie. It's at Drew's movie premiere. Everybody's actually showing up for this. At this movie premiere, Angel finally confronts Phaedra, right? And Phaedra is like, Phaedra don't have an issue with you, Angela. It's so weird. Angela goes up to Phaedra. Hi, how you doing? Phaedra's like, hey, hi, child. Like, it's not like a big deal. And Phaedra, and then Andrew's just like, listen, Phaedra, I just have to say this one thing. Did you tell them people to do that at Waffles event? Phaedra's just like, no, I didn't. I was surprised myself. And Andrew goes, well, okay. If you said I'll take it because that wasn't right. We'll leave it there. Okay. And they're just like, yeah. like, girl, I was never there. I never did it. I never believed it. I don't know why you were trying to make a big deal of it. And I think that Angela was just trying to save face because she looked like a fool last season. You look dumb. Nobody believed that. You kept on going on with the storyline all throughout the reunion. And now you done made it awkward for yourself with the group. Because everybody thought that you was just acting weird and moving real foul over that man who still don't treat you right. A mess. So these two are now cool. But I felt like Phaedra has been cool with her. And Phaedra's just like, all right, child, let's move on. It's okay. It's fine. We're good. So these two are cool. We also get a little surprise from Miss Porsha. Well. We meet her new boo, Sway, also known as Patrice. Black American studs have the most feminine name. Like, not your name is Patrice.
Oh, she showed the drama on this episode?
Uh-huh.
Because she came with the other man, the renter guy last.
Renter boyfriend. So she shows Sway, and everybody's like, oh, what's going on? And she's like, this is my date. I'm dating around, and this is my date. And everybody was like, oh. And it wasn't like nobody was shocked, but it's like, oh, so are we out now? That's how everybody was looking and talking to Porsha, right? So Portia's in her confessional, and she's just like, you know what? This is like, I would say I'm kind of like a Christopher Columbus. I'm now exploring uncharted waters. Porsha, you have charted them waters. We have seen you chart them waters. What are you talking about? Then she starts going through, I kissed, did a little something in the lady pond, but this is like my first, I've never like done anything like that. And I'm like, Porsha, while you're saying this nonsense, the show is literally showing LaToya straddle you and tongue you down. Girl, Porsha, just stop. We get that you were a preacher, an anti-LGBTQ plus preacher back in the day, but listen, we've all grew up in the church. Hello, we've seen it. We've seen y'all deny until you get a little older and decide to finally come out. We get it. We all grew up with a choir director. We get it, right? We all grew up with a mean usher who was single and had a roommate. Like, we get it, right? But it's a different time, honey. It's okay. Be who you are for your pride. Come out. Come out. It's time.
No,
it's time.
Y'all business.
Mom, it's ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, but
it's ridiculous. She don't want to say it because she was an anti-LGBTQ preacher.
But she's been messing around with them.
Yeah, so she's over here. This is my, I'm thinking in the I just never. Oh, they was lying about me. They're saying all this. No. Girl, you so gay. You 2 seconds for buying a Subaru. Stop that line.
No,
stop the lie. That's why I was never working with them dinglings. Come on.
No, she go both ways. She was
for the money.
When Candy was on there,
I think her preference is women, but she likes the men for the money.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a different viewpoint.
But
she was
straight for pay. Straight for pay.
Because her and Shamea used to mess around.
Gay. The whole cast at this point.
Yeah, so you talk about
the whole cast.
It's wherever the money is at.
The whole cast at this point.
But that's her preference. Leave her alone.
Stop that line. Stop that line. And you know what? She's right where she want to be. This one might work out. See? If this one actually works out.
Yeah, she you know what I mean? She's outside.
She outside with Sway. All over the town.
Sway
that was Sway.
Sway ain't in the closet.
And you're not gonna put Sway in one. Huh?
With Sway, you gotta be.
And that's what Sway said. Sway said, if we're gonna be together, come out. Well, I'm not staying in there. No. And listen, Sway has emotion because the lady's like, oh, Sway. I said, everybody gay. This cast is gay. Even Drew was a little jealous. Drew was like, not you can live in your truth. Not you can live in your truth.
Because Drew can't live in hers.
Not with that bishop mother. Oh, it's not happening. It is not happening. Drew a little jealous. My God, today, you did not dip in that lady pond. You were swimming, backstroking, straddling, sometimes drowning. Glad you're home. Moving on. Then after Drew's movie premiere, we get to Waffles' grand opening. And you know what? Shout out to Kelly. This is hard to do. Like, you know, despite the mess of this show, what I really love is that it's Black women really doing it. Business owners doing it by themselves, no support, making it happen. And this is what Black women are able to do with no support. My God, today, what we could do if we had the whole community really riding for us. I love that. I love that she was able to get everything together. Even with Pinky, I love that she was able to buy back her business. Listen, a lot of Black women who are doing this did not have a roadmap, did not have a mentor, did not have help, just did something, figured it out. And you got to fail in front of people who want you to fail. So shout out to them. I love the fact that she was able to open up her business. I love the fact that she had so much support. Whoa. Mama, sit down. I love the fact that she has so much support, and it seemed like a really successful opening. And I will absolutely try out her restaurant the next time.
Waffles in Sandy Springs.
I am in Atlanta. So the whole cast shows up, including Shamea. Give me the name of that surgeon. Did you see her in that Hanifa dress? Hanifa, come back, please. Come back. She looked amazing. She looked at Shamea. Give me the name now.
Is Hanifa in the Little Money Problems? Like, it's a Lady V.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, is that her problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard out here. It's hard out here for Black women doing it by themselves with no help or support. So either support or get going.
I apologize.
Yeah, apologize. And she's coming back. She's taking a break. She just had a baby. She's taking a break. But Hanifa, please come back. Seeing Shamea in that dress, I said, I'm next. I'm up next. I'm up next. Hanifa, come back. I'll pay whatever. I'll pay whatever.
Hanifa should never go out of business with the prices that she got for one.
Mom, I'm feeling some shade. I'm not really with that co-host. Let's
No,
move away from me with this Apollo. Move away from me with this Apollo. I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it. I don't like it. So, you know, I'm gonna do this right here, and I'm gonna give you this.
I'm gonna do this right here, and I'm gonna do this.
Anyway, she looked amazing in that dress. Shamea, just inbox me. I won't tell nobody, please. But with Star Family, if I disappear for like 4 months and I can't hop on screen, you know what happened. And just act like I've always looked like that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she looked amazing. So Kelly is at her opening, and you know, I feel like she's like happy, everything is going real well. Then she turns into Porsha. She's mad that Porsha didn't show up. She sent flowers. So Porsha sends flowers, but here's the thing, Porsha. It was a little shady. You should have just said congratulations, Kelly. You did not have to say congratulations, Kelly. We need to talk. She was like, well, what that mean? So then Kelly was just like, well, since Porsha made it awkward, she said that I was like sleeping with a married man, and I didn't like that or whatever. So Kelly got a little wind in her back, and she felt some sort of way about it. So Porsha called to congratulate her or whatever, and Kelly was not on that type of time. She was suddenly angry again because of the flowers, and I can understand that. But Porsha wasn't on that type time. She's thinking that they're cool. How are they going to be cool if you're sending her flowers saying that they want to talk? Keep in mind, I will give it to Porsha. The ladies told her, Angela told her that Kelly was talking about her. And even Angela was just like, you got to tell her to her face. Like, you can't be talking about the girl and saying all these things and not keeping the same energy with her in person. And I agree with Angela, but it's also real weird, Angela, because I thought you and Kelly were cool. Seems messy. Anyway, so Porsha's just like, oh, so we're beefing? I thought we were cool. So that's why she sent those roses, but I don't think Kelly knew that, right? So now Kelly's just like, she's starting up some beef again, and I thought that me and her were cool. The communication in this group is a problem, but that's what gives us good TV. So Kelly's just like, oh, I'm not on that type of time with her. I don't feel like it. And Porsha's just like, oh, is everything okay? Like, congratulations. Because it's like, Kelly's just like, yeah, congratulations to me, but it would have been better if you were here. And Porsha was just like, well, I put my money where my mouth is. I sent you some flowers. And Kelly was just like, yeah, the flowers, they're dying. And Porsha was just like, oh, is that real? Kelly's like, yeah, that's a Ron. And Porsha's like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go then. Okay, so they hang up, and now they are back in the beef that they wrapped up earlier in the episode. My God, today. My God, today. So now we got a reestablished beef with Kelly and Porsha, only to go over to a new beef with Shamea and Drew. So I'm going to kind of give it to Drew. Because Drew was like, last season, Shamea wasn't rocking with me because of her bestie Porsha. Now that her bestie Porsha ain't friends, now all of a sudden she want to rock with me. Absolutely not. And nobody on the cast accepted Shamea's apology when she was on that show. To everybody that I heard, I want to say, sorry. I apologize. They don't care about that. Say it to their face. Say it to their face. So all the ladies are just like, we don't care about that. Shamea was messy last season. She was doing a lot of Porsha's dirty work, and now she want to say apologize to everybody on the TV show. No, come and talk to us and apologize, and we'll be your friends again. And that's what Shamea is having a hard time with, because she doesn't realize last season you were Porsha's lackey, and you got under a lot of people's skin. You have to fix that, right? So Shamea is trying to talk to Drew, and Drew is just like, I don't know where you're at, because you didn't like me last year. So now you like me, and we've had no conversation. I agree with Drew. So Shamea's just like, I already apologized on a TV show that nobody watched. I'm talking about the cast. I don't know if anybody watched the TV show. I'm not shading them sisters. But it's just like, they obviously didn't see it because they still have beef with you. So you should have went to them and fixed it. And then Shamea got an attitude that Drew is not receptive. And I'm like, y'all were not friends the last time she saw you. So now you're trying to hug her, hang out. And she's like, what is this? This is real weird to me. And Shamea is getting mad that Drew is not like trying to move forward. But Drew is just like, yo, I don't know what's going to happen because me and you have not had a conversation.
Well, maybe now she is, because she might need to get a
Listen, here's the thing that cracked me up. While those two are getting in it, Shamea's mother come out from the back. Don't let the devil get in the middle of this. He is the author of confusion. You see that devil in his spirit. And they were all like, Shamea's like, Mom. And the reason why that was so hilarious to me, because that is absolutely something my mom will do. That is absolutely something my mom has done. Mom.
I seen that woman with that tie wig and all that. No, I would not.
Mom, well, you'll probably do it with us. If me and my sister are getting into it, don't let the enemy separate my family. She does all that. So that was absolutely hilarious. And Drew was just like, I would respect her, Mom, but this is between me and your daughter. Like, come on with the Christian stuff.
Don't be disrespectful.
But Drew was not disrespectful, because Drew was like, listen, if I get my mother in here, or we can both go God for God, Lord for Lord, Jesus for Jesus. So let's not play that game.
Drew, pay the money.
Mom. No, anyway.
That gets on my nerves. Don't come at nobody's mother. Don't be.
She did not come at her mother. She said it in the confessional, Mom. She didn't say it to the mom.
Don't be disrespectful.
Did you watch co-host? Did you watch the show?
No, that's
anyway. So
the mother come out and I was crying.
So then the mom is now in the middle. She's in the middle of them after she rebuked the devil. So now Drew and Shamea are standing next to Shamea's mom, shoulder like they're right there in front of each other. They're now tapping her mother to speak to the other, since she put herself in the middle. They made harmony in the middle, right? So Drew is like, well, can you tell Shamea that I didn't like how she treated me last season? And Shamea's like, well, Mom, can you tell Drew that I apologized for that already? So they were able to finally squash it and move forward. But I don't know how forward they moved. I think they're probably going to sit down and have a conversation because Drew is still just like, I don't know where she's at. And she's like trying to make up and act like what happened that whole last season didn't happen. That's very weird for me. And I get Drew. I absolutely get Drew.
Go rocks and hot.
Now you're going to switch up on me and now I got to be cool with you, but you didn't like me because your friend didn't like me. So now that you don't like your friend, now me and you are friends? Nah, we're adults. We got to have a conversation. We got to have a conversation. So this episode actually ends with K. Michelle in the hospital. She was performing at a show. She said she was sitting down and she got up and it was a pile of liquid on her seat. So her stylist had to like take her outfit and like dry it or whatever. And that's how she was able to perform. And she's in the emergency room. She's crying. And this doctor who looks very familiar, I feel like he's a celebrity doctor, a Black celebrity doctor. I feel like I've seen him before. He comes in and he's talking to her.
I've seen him because I used to date him. He is fine.
K. Michelle's doctor?
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
Okay.
I didn't know that was your type.
Doctor's pay is my type.
Okay. Porsha.
Yeah.
Anyway, the doctor comes in and he's just like, well, you know, there's an infection from the injections. And K. Michelle was just like, I didn't even feel it. I was so numb. I didn't even know. But it seems like her incision opened from like getting the injections removed because she got illegal butt injections. So the incisions opened from getting the injections removed and it got infected. So I guess it was like pus leaking from the womb. And she just started breaking down crying. And she was like, I just can't believe I did this to myself. I'm so upset. And then she explains that, you know, she got these injections to enhance her looks for her career or whatever. And she was just like, it was the dumbest thing I've ever done because they were illegal. I shouldn't have gotten them done. And she's talked about this before. The injections have like binded with her muscles. So it's she has to get multiple surgeries and it's very difficult to get it out because it has been in there for so long and it's become like a part of her. So the surgery to remove that foreign substance is not only painful, but it's very intricate. And it's just going to take a very long time to get all of it removed. Yeah. It's going to take a long time to get all of that removed. So she was just crying and just so heartbroken about that because it's a decision she made.
On top of that, she wants to have a baby.
Yeah. So she's just dealing with a lot. And she was open up to the audience. She was very open and honest about that. And again, third storyline from her. Episode 2, we got 3 storylines out of this lady. Bravissimo. She is going to become an Atlanta staple, a Real Housewives of Atlanta staple. She's that good.
But I wonder if her and Toya will have a conversation.
Who is Toya?
Toya Memphis' wife.
No, she don't talk to Toya. She never talks to Toya.
But that's what she was talking about.
Why would she have a conversation with Toya? Toya's not on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I know, but you know, I mean, they all in the.
And if she ever has a conversation with LaToya, it's first going to be LaToya apologizing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I said I wonder if they would have any interaction because she brought her up.
Mm-hmm. She did. She said that lady made her life terrible in Atlanta.
She said she brought her up. So
all for K. Michelle to be right.
Okay.
Because Memphis is dealing with a lot.
And wait a minute. And I remember when that was going down, nobody believed her.
We saw Marriage Boot Camp.
Nobody believed her. Because K. Michelle is a little piece of work herself.
She is, but I'm liking this mature K. Michelle. She's doing very, very well on this show. She is.
Started talking about Robert.
Okay, Miss Messy. That's enough. Anyway, that's all I have to say.
She loved Robert.
Mom.
She did.
We're not bringing him up on the show co-host. Anyway.
Well, that's the woman's head.
Mom.
I'm telling you, this sanctified.
Yes, we are as saved as Shamea's mother because the devil will not come in here and he will not tear this channel up. He is a deceiver.
When it's convenient.
And when it's convenient. Oh no, we saved. Oh no, the Star family is saved.
That Star family.
We love the Lord. and we won't take it back. We love the Lord.
Y'all talk about a lot of penis.
Penis in the Bible.
Uh,
Songs of Solomon.
and a lot of other stuff is in the Bible too. Okay.
Girl, bye. Anyway, that's all I had to say about this episode. Really, really good episode. I have not enjoyed Atlanta for a while, but this cast,
Yeah, they
okay.
giving it to us. They giving it to us.
Okay. I'm interested to see more. I'm interested to see more. And again, bravo, you ate with Bravo Sunday. Because Real Housewives of Rhode Island and the Real Housewives of Atlanta back to back. Yeah. Bravo Sunday is back. That's all I have to say. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hey, let's get into it. Hey, let's get into it. Now, guys, next week, Rhode Island and Atlanta will be later. Just because I'm just trying to prioritize everybody. So we're going to switch from 2 to 4 to 4 to 6. And it'll go back to back to back to back to back. Just so everybody can get a chance. This is not going to be the normal rotation, but just want to have everybody be included. And this is the only way that I can do it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Let's get into the comments. E for Empathy, what's up, sis? E for Empathy said, hey, Nikki. Hey, Star fam. Happy Monday. I thought this episode was really fun. Me too. It's old Atlanta. Thank the Lord. Nikki was right as usual. They need to stick to being fun and funny. Yes, and this is going to make the show. I think they're going to get back to 1 million views again if they bring in the joy, especially during now. People want joy and laughter, and this show got it. They got the formula. Let's make it work. Hey, Tiffany. Thank you for being here.
You see Nene mix it back up with this?
I'm telling you, when she joins the cast next season, get ready.
Okay.
Nene and K. Michelle,
Okay.
Friends or Beefy, iconic TV.
Well, she better
But
not
I don't.
beef
No,
with,
I don't think that Nene's going to be.
Waffles.
I don't think that Nene's going to be beef for K. Michelle though.
I don't think so either.
Mm-mm.
I can see her beefing with Porsha for sure. Because her and Porsha is friends and they fighting and they fighting.
Yeah.
And Angela.
They might get, because here's the thing, they might get rid of Angela to pay for Nene. Somebody gonna have to go.
Oh, they're not getting rid of Angela because Angela and Charles is very good.
Mom, it's good tea, but they got to pay for her. So you got Nene. Hold on, mamita. Hold on. They paying her something. They paying her something.
And they gotta pay Charles.
The Charles, your lunch is ready.
Charles.
But they have Nene. It's like next season, right? 18. Nene, K. Michelle, Porsha, Phaedra. Who else? Shamea. I think that's it, guys. I think Kelly's gonna have to drop down to friend of, and I think they might get rid of Angela.
But they got
because you gotta pay for them people and write off and Cynthia. Yep, Cynthia's gonna be a friend of like she always is. I don't think that Cynthia wants to main peach. So yeah, I think the only people who are going to survive may be Kelly and Shamea. And Kelly probably be friend of with Cynthia.
They need to bring back Marlo.
You know what? They may. You never know. You never know. I am still catching up on Summer House. Remember, guys, I had to start at season 8. Give me a minute. The goal is to do a live on it this week, but whew, child, it's a lot to get through, and it's a boring show, y'all. It's a boring show. But the goal is to talk about it this week. Bianca said, hey, Nikki, this episode was way better, in my opinion, than Beverly Hills' last 10 episodes. Last 10 seasons. My God, today. It was really good. Hey, Cyber Diva, thank you for being here. Hey, Ramel, thank you for joining me again. Claudia said, hola, I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you for being here, Claudia. Hannah, what's up? Said, I love this episode a lot. Me too. It was really good. Bianca said they all have things going on, even if someone is questionable, LOL. And that's why it's such a good TV show. It's so much to watch. We have so much content from them. Always Prices said, hey, Star fam, I love the earrings, Nikki. Thank you so much. These are my Anthropologies, my sparkle earrings from Anthropology. I love these earrings. They come up with them every holiday season. I only got them in this color because I couldn't find them in store, so I had to order them online. And when I order online, I only get one because I'm not sure what it's going to look like. When I saw these, they were blinging out of the packet. I went on the site to order some more. They were sold out. So I got to wait for next Christmas season. But I'm going to get them. They come in black, They come in brown. I hope they come in pink next season. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Hannah said, have you seen what happened with Lisa from the Real Housewives of Miami? Lenny suing everybody. Pick the cameras back up, Andy. Hannah said, Ralph is playing games with Drew. She needs to stop being so nice to him. He is horrible. But he paying everything. She's not going to make nothing. She's not going to get nothing with that man. And she's right to not to. She don't have no money. She got to get into her acting bag. She's so good at that. Bling, bling, bling. Yes. Jasmine said, Real Housewives of Atlanta is fun again. Hopefully I'm not speaking too soon. Same. I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, I cannot review this episode and not talk about how I am excited that I feel like they're back. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. CM said, talk about Ralph. He was taking her money. Y'all don't remember he was the manager. See, I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, is Ralph scamming? Because these businesses, you can't find nothing. Are these fronts, child? Always Prices said Ralph is the PM, which they can make between 160K to 260K salary and any business he owns. That's the thing. 260K should not be 3 times what Drew was making. She got to be lying. Miranda said, that's why Ralph stayed in the basement. He wasn't being petty. He was collecting receipts. His goal was always to get rid of her. He was willing to suffer for a short time to win the long game. Here's the thing. I feel like when he has to play daddy daycare, he's going to ask her to come back. Ephraim said, I'm so perplexed by Drew's situation. Same. She must have drastically misrepresented something, but we all know Ralph is trash. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she lying about the finances to get the court to rule in her favor. But this is just a terrible way. This whole situation is sad. Jasmine said, Drew has been on the show for 5 years. This is sad. No, if she's been on the show for 5 years, she probably is bringing in $1 million. At least $1 million. For 5 years? Well, you can't flip 1.5. Well, kids are expensive. Maybe it's the kids. 1.5 million. I'm telling you, I can live off of 1.5 million forever. I'm gonna flip that. I'm gonna flip that 1.5 million. Crazy. So Seth said Gartner is a reputable company. If you work in IT, you recognize them. Oh, okay. So he's making 3 times more on the 260K salary. Drew don't got no money. Hannah said, y'all think Drew needs to change her lawyer expeditiously. This is weird. NC says, is Drew not making a nice check? That's what I was saying. On Real Housewives of Atlanta, I figured due to her background, she would have negotiated her initial salary and get annual raises from there unless most of it's going to attorney's fees. Yes, that's what I thought. Plus, you get residuals from appearing on the show because she's SAG. So she's getting money. Oh, CM said, go back to his initial filing. He was saying he didn't have a job. Where is this money coming from? You know what? Seems like a scheme. Child set up. Miranda said he hates her and she gave him children. A lot of these men, a lot of these husbands, a lot of these baby daddies don't like the women. Burn the house down, Drew. Channel your inner Lisa left out Lopez. She was on unemployment. Oh, because on unemployment, oh my God, until the show films again. Listen, I get it. Always Prices said the money is coming from his job, not LOL, not the ventures. That's still crazy that he makes 3 more times the amount that Drew makes on IT. Social Stuff said Drew at best is making $250K and production hates her. She's been on 5. No way she's making $250K and she's been on that show for 5 seasons. No way. No way. Me too, Tiffany. This is sad. Sierra said, I don't think anybody is making a milli from Housewives anymore with these low views and Peacock still having not turned to profit as it was created. Oh, the legitimate celebrities are. That's why I didn't like Garcelle. Garcelle came to that show for a mill because Bravo pays more for legitimate celebrities because those celebrities legitimize the show. Rachel Zoe got a mill. Asking. I don't want to count nobody's coins to be in anybody's pockets, but I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? How you not flipping this Bravo check? Jasmine said, I felt like Drew was upfront about Ralph being the breadwinner when the show started. However, the fact that she can't afford to move out was perplexing. Yeah, either she's lying or this is really bad, Drew. This is really, really bad. Social Steph said, I don't know what she's spending money on. Drew can't. Okay.
Wigs is tired.
That's what she said. BY said, if Drew high in money so she doesn't have to move, she wants to look like she's homeless.
She shouldn't do that because, honey, if the court find out, she'll be in more trouble.
Not if she put the money overseas.
And they take it.
They can't take it overseas.
Oh, the people overseas can.
Okay. CM said, I stand by I like Shamea and Kelly. They're themselves and not super produced like a lot of other ladies. I'll give you that. Oh, that's lipo?
Oh, she's spending her money on her body?
No, Hannah said Shamea got lipo and a boob job.
It looks good.
That's lipo?
Don't have me on the tight.
If I'm going for 4 months, just know. I told you already. I told you. Social Stuff says Shamea already has a nice shape. Her foundation was impeccable to start. I will agree with that.
We love you, so Stuff.
Hey, Art World, how are you? Hannah Violet said, I like Shamea. She just needs to stop doing too much. Just a little. But, she makes somebody happy, so I'm going to let it slide. I'm going to stop being a comedy prude. She is giving me shelter. She is harmless, in my opinion. Social Stuff said, I thought it was funny, but I'm not a Tubi. Oh, Lord. It has Social Stuff. The mime scene has become. That's the thing. That's why I changed my opinion. I've been seeing it everywhere. And I'm like, she's making somebody laugh. So good for her. Good for her. Oh, a 360 lipo. BY said, I think Shamea had a 360 lipo. Whoever did the work is talented. She looks T. I got to look into that. A 360 lipo. Toya Star said, join the Star Family reunion email list. If you love NikkiStar and NikkiStar TV and consider yourself a part of the Star Family, we would love for you to join the NikkiStar Family reunion email list. Please join. I don't know. Latoya Star put the link in the chat. Please go join. Guys, we're getting adult here. We're getting adult. We're growing up. We're getting a little bit formal. My God, today I'm nervous. We're growing up. We're growing up. We're growing up, y'all. We're going up. NC said, OMG, Aiden, our TV nephew, seems like just yesterday Phaedra was lying. Oh, that was such a funny scene. Yeah, Hannah, Porsha absolutely came prepared for that lunch. That's why she wasn't eating. LaPortia never comes to a scene and don't eat. She did not eat because she came there to get at Waffles. For what? Nobody even remembers she said that. So what are you doing? It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So Porsha didn't destroy it for me. She came ready and ate Kelly up. She had to back down. That's my only problem with Kelly. Don't back down and then you're yapping behind her back. Say it to her face. Say it to his face. I don't think Porsha, Batty, where is it? Batty said Porsha's story wasn't even believable. I don't think Porsha believed that story. It was so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Hannah said, exactly. Porsha needs to stop holding others more accountable for their actions. Exactly. They can't hold her accountable. Like, come on. You're always the victim. Girl, bye. Miranda said, I think I'm like K. Michelle on Housewives. She's much more fun, not being messy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Always Priceless said Porsha was dumb to even bring that up. Didn't even sound believable. Not at all. She should have just read her down and moved on. Yep. Hannah said Porsha in these non-produced receipts like she did in season 9 to Candy. Like, produce them. And Porsha can't produce them because she's lying. Makeup Addict said, how was Porsha a husband stealer when Fallon was pregnant for in the same time frame? Seems like they was both cheating. I will say Fallon came out and was just like, oh, we were both a mess, so I didn't care. She said Fallon was just like, I didn't care what he was doing because, you know, I had my piece, he had his.
No, well,
it is what
Porsha,
it is.
He was messing with another woman. Remember that, Simon.
Oh yeah,
because the woman.
But that's the thing. Fallon didn't care.
So Fallon, she didn't care, but she didn't appreciate how it went down because Porsha came to her house to something through her and left out with her husband's empty wallet.
That's still girl code. You know what I mean? Such and such said a husband can't be stolen. Okay. Also, Fallon was sleeping with the help and had his. Did she have the baby?
Yeah.
I did not know he was so. I didn't know he was so young.
Jumping up and down on that kid.
Miranda said, "Oh my God, why is my eyes twitching? Chill." Miranda said, "Let's keep Kay at the tennis bench. She don't understand what the drama is or what started it, but she'll listen. She was hilarious, hilarious." Rashana, what's up? Said, "I just want to know why K. Michelle's Real Housewives of Atlanta press tour has included her praising." Ooh. Can't win them all.
Has included her what?
Praising that man.
Who?
Mr. Body's calling me.
Well, she used to be involved with him.
She was talking about how she was in love with him. I was in love with Robert, but Robert didn't love me.
Right. I mean,
girl, we don't need to. Wait, he's in prison for raping children. We don't need to talk about that.
No, we didn't.
Like, we don't need to bring him up. Like,
well,
ew.
Listen, that's what they want to know. They want to know these things. They want they bring out everything. They bring you on to talk about it all.
Yeah.
She done been on here. It done been on for 2 days, and she done talked about Memphis. She done talked about him.
She's always been an open book. I will give her that. Hannah said that hug really showed me Portia's really. Here's the thing. That's why I don't believe her in Sway, because I feel like.
Oh, I believe her in Sway.
Portia's a lipstick lesbian. I feel like, you know, Sway is new. That's the uncharted territory. Studs. I think she likes a baddie as well.
But
she's a baddie chaser.
I don't think that that's phony because Sway is really, she's really in the light. And I don't.
So is Porsha. I'm saying I don't think that Sway is her type in the lesbian community.
Who don't think Sway is too tight?
Portia's type.
I think so because I think Porsha would want a man type.
I think that Porsha likes a fellow baddie. She's a lipstick.
Like
she's a lipstick lesbian. Yeah, I think that's she's a housewife chaser. I think that's her type. I think that Sway is uncharted territory for her. It might actually work out.
I hear what you're
saying. It might actually work out. No prenup, Graham. No prenup. Crazy work. Hannah said Pinky's husband saying he humbled her. Yikes. Then saying she doesn't have a prenup. Yikes on bikes. Yikes on bikes.
She don't have a prenup. What you got?
She didn't have a prenup, but she was already successful when she met him.
Yeah,
how do you not get a prenup?
But it worked out.
How do you not get
it? Look like he needed a prenup.
No, the thing is, he's not going to leave it out. Like, I mean, I don't think he would. I'm just saying, if they have any issues, where he going to go? Because he's going to have to pay her out. Everything.
Right. But wait a minute. Okay, so they were talking about the kids. So them first, he had kids coming into.
He has 2 older children.
Okay.
And she got 3 with him.
The mother said, "Oh my gosh, are you pregnant again?"
BY said Pinky's husband seemed to be jealous of her. He said he wanted to humble her. That's not a man for me. Go somewhere and get some coverage before coming in my orbit. Clock it. Sup, people? Said hello, mommy. Can I speak to? Hello, mommy. Can I speak to Bobby? Cross the ocean and I'm feeling very lonely in my sleep. Well, mommy making for me. I'm on the phone. I want to talk to my baby. My man is my baby. He's like, mama, when I'm alone.
Are you Jamaican?
Are you? Because we could talk about it, Mama Star. We could talk about it. For a very large part of my childhood, she was Jamaican. But we could talk about it. Speaking in patois. Terrible patois at that. Nikki, come get your breakfast, Nikki. I was like, what are you doing? Lord, she was gone when she was with that man. Some people said I think it gets thicker when they leave the island. I absolutely agree. Taisha said you can tell her husband is competing with her. For the first time, he's probably making more than her, and it probably feels good. Probably feels real good.
You might be tired.
Georgia said, y'all went to the one in Chambly, it seems. What was that the one in Chambly? Yeah, it was in Chambly. Yep. It was in Chambly. So Steph said, most men are emotionally immature and like empathy. Pinky's husband is no different.
You might be tired.
That's the thing. And unfortunately for Black women who want to be with Black men, not many of us can reach up. Always Prices said, then he was like, I was winning while she was losing. I didn't know what to do. Help her figure her stuff out. Like, be so serious. Y'all have no prenup. Y'all are number one. Like, she was losing and you were winning. You didn't know what to do. Why didn't you just help her win like she did for you? Pinky, get that man off the show. Get that man off the show. Chaos Sincerity said Ivan Charles now takes the back seat, or does he have company on the sofa? Who? Huh? Who's Ivan Charles? Hannah said when she revealed they had 3 kids under 5, Hannah said, I'm sorry, but Kay and that husband don't listen, he's probably weird on the cameras, but that high school love, she loved him since she was 13, y'all. Always Priceless said, I get Georgia did Always Priceless. Georgia Pete said, Kay is actually a smart lady. Even though she had her baby while in college, she still pledged and graduated. Oh, yeah, I heard she was very smart. Always Priceless said, Kay should have kept the NBA coach. That man is not in love with her. You think so? Kay, listen, Kay, she had a roster. She has some duds, but she has some wins, child. She has some wins. Miranda said, I have a friend like Pinky. Her husband hates me because I'm the friend that educates her about her health and what having 2 babies in 2 years did to her uterus and what she needs to do to keep it in. Oh my gosh. Woo. So Steph said, if you watch her interview with Jason Lee, you can see that K. Michelle's a desperate woman and just wants a husband. I still like her, but her self-esteem seems very low. It also could probably be able to do with what she's dealing with. You know what I mean? Because I heard her talk about her, basically her BBL's killing her. Or, is trying to take her out. And I think when something like that happens to you, where you feel like you don't have much time, you make certain kind of decisions. And that's why I like her, Georgia Peach. She absolutely will not manufacture storylines. She doesn't need to. Hannah said, Angela is the new bone carrier. She is so good at it. None of them understand she's playing them. Now, here's the thing. When they get her at the reunion, I need her to stand her ground, because that's the thing. Angela doesn't like to stand her ground. Angela goes, what? I would never say, you my sister. Girl, stand in it. Always Prices said, you would think Kelly, Drew, and Porsha would be able to relate to each other simply off of these spiteful men constantly dragging them. And here's the thing. We're seeing a pattern, right? Successful women trying to be taken out, their men are trying to take them out. Keep on telling y'all, a lot of y'all are married to your biggest hater. Always Prices said Kelly is too rehearsed. On the spot, she can't read, and I'm glad Angela called her out. Yeah, I was actually shocked that Angela did that. I was like, oh, I thought you guys were cool. So Steph said Porsha done make Kelly pay for everything she said at that opening when the reunion comes. LOL. Because here's the thing. I don't feel like Porsha should have been mad about that. Be mad at everybody. Be mad at everybody. Like you're singling out Waffles. Come on. Ramel said, yeah, Porsha will mop her if she didn't know Portia's a bad girl. She will. Oh, like so said, she gonna say something at that reunion. Yo, she's not gonna like that. So Steph said nobody's checking for Drew with the acting for real. It's just doing better than her music. No, Drew is a good actor. I will give her that. She can when she wants to do it, she can do it. And I think that's where she is the strongest. She can make the music work if she allows the acting to really put her in the right rooms. Oh, see, I never watched the game Makeup Addict. Makeup Addict said, to be fair, most of us met her as a singer on the game. See, I never met her as that. I never met her as that. Really? Oh, throw the whole movie away. Throw the whole movie away. Always Prices said, I'm so glad they are over that. Phaedra and Angela will be hilarious in the scene. Yeah, it just took away from the show because there was no receipts. It didn't make any sense. Nobody believed it. Angela was fighting a losing battle. She was fighting a losing battle. Social Steph said Phaedra been saying she didn't do it. So Angela's being very unnecessary over this June buzz storyline. Even Drew. It was ridiculous. Give Me Shelter said, I would support Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it's a cast of women who lack main character energy. There are no leads. I think Porsha's a lead, and I think K. Michelle is a lead. K. Michelle may end up leading that show, at least for this season. I think Nene is absolutely going to be a lead. I think the 3 leads next season are going to be Nene, Porsha, and K. Michelle. Jasmine said Portia's a great housewife when she's not in the hot seat. Absolutely. Hannah said Porsha, the reformed preacher who was fighting against her attraction for women. It's always projection. It's always projection. 2 guys that I know back in the day, homophobic to the point where me, who was deeply devout and in the church, was just like, chill. Like, it's not that deep. Like, come on. Like, I was just like, I'm telling them to be nice to the gay community. When I tell you, them boys is out. They were so homophobic. Could not stand gay men. To see them now is crazy. So for me, because of that experience, now when a man is homophobic, like it doesn't, like out of nowhere, like you don't like gay people. Why? What is your obsession with gay men? Like I do not get it. So as soon as a man is homophobic, I'm like, what's happening here? Because I synced it. I synced it in real life. I'm like, what's going on? Well, because there's no reason for you to be concerned about community you're not a part of. So what's going on? It's always projection. Almost always. Give Me Shelter said, just like Christopher Columbus, Porsha didn't discover anything. Porsha and history told mix. Miranda, also, I will say this about Porsha. Her Christian faith at the time, along with, I guess, who her father was within the civil rights movement. Listen, we gotta be honest about our movements as well. They're not accepting of the gay community. So that's probably another thing, The Black community, we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. Once we release Christianity and under that umbrella, it's patriarchy, white supremacy, homophobia, we're going to be unstoppable. And I will say this. American Christianity, white nationalists, evangelicalism. Once we release those things, we're going to eat. I don't know if I'm going to see that day. I hope I'm old enough to see it. I hope I'm still around to see it. Miranda said, Porsha wants us to believe she's a cartographer. Girl, you can't keep going back to the same island and claiming it the first time. Ciao. At this point, everybody in the cast at this point has dipped in the lady pond. You don't dip over there unless you want to swim in them waters. You don't do it. You don't get gay. I don't get gay. You don't get drunk and just start kissing women. Oh, I only have sex with women when I'm drunk. Girl, you are gay. You are gay. You enjoy. And listen, as a straight, I get it. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be attracted to men? My God, today. Every time I get a crush. Ooh. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Do you know what it's like to be attracted to your oppressor? Something wrong, right? So I get the gay girls. I get it. Especially if you are attracted to black women. My God, today. Jackpot. My God, today. Them black lesbian couples got the keys to the freaking kingdom. Woo! It's okay. It's nothing wrong with being straight. Bianca said, Drew said you're living my life. Sure did. She said, ooh, how can I get into that? Hannah said, yep, the whole cast. Porsha and Shamea were fooling around. Drew and Ty, Kelly acting as if she wants Shamea. Phaedra trying to hide her attraction. No shade, Angela. Because where that baby get that from? It's always in that. It's somewhere in the. Gay. It's okay. It's okay to be gay. The restaurant is shut down, so Steph? Oh, I guess I won't be going. Waffles. Her restaurant is gone. CM said they kept swearing Drew was dealing with Ty only for Porsha to be dipping and do. You know what? What? Maybe it was Porsha was with Ty. Miranda said, not for nothing, but a whole lot easier to spend the man's money if you genuinely don't like him. True. Oh, well, Sandy Springs. Why Sandy Springs? I wouldn't have picked that location for your restaurant. Her husband is also Steph said Hanifa's husband is loaded. Yes, queen. Yes. He black took chocolate. I saw that chocolate drop. I said, "Ooh, I know that's right. Hey, Coco. Coco said, I haven't watched the new Atlanta or Rhode Island. Girl, get into it. But I need to hear the Star family in my room right now. Oh, thank you for being here. Get into it. They're all so good. Creme Brulee said, Pinky Toe's husband saying, I humbled you. Shocked me. I think he's competing with her. Absolutely. Why would your husband say that? Why would he say that? That's crazy.
Did you guys talk about the emails?
Yes, I told them to sign up and everything.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Toya Star's here.
Just want to thank you guys so much for being in the chat. I see you guys are all in the chat. Take a minute to like and share the post. And thank you so much for supporting my beautiful sister, Nikki.Star. Right now, we are curating a number of things, and we want the Star family to be considered first before we give it to the public. So if you want to be on the Nikki.Star, we're calling it the Nikki.Star Family Reunion. Star Family Reunion.
It's a family reunion.
Hey.
It's a family reunion. It's a family reunion. A family reunion. Period.
So we're going to the NikkiStar family reunion email list. So if you see me,
get ready because there's going to be some family reunions across the globe.
Yes. So if you want to be a part of our star rewards, we have star rewards going out to our star family, and we have to keep NikkiStar safe. So we have this email list so that we know who's coming to the events.
Oh, I was like, huh?
Yeah, we just, it's a crazy world out here, so we need people to
Ain't nobody coming over
register. Oh, they definitely won't. They definitely won't. But anyway, join the email list, please.
Please.
We would love to have you. So look in the chat. I've definitely put the link in there. And yeah, give us your email address.
The Gen Z Star family, I gotta learn the salute thing. Or is millennials doing it too?
Because first of all, are you gang signing?
Now it's the salute thing. I gotta, when I learn this, get away from, back up. My God, today. Always Price said, you better send me the doctor's contact info. I got you. I'll take the secret to the grave. I got you. But here's the thing. If I start looking different in like 4 months, shut up. Shut up. If I disappear and I come back and I'm snatched, shut up. Like, oh my God, Nikki, look what the Lord has done. That's all you got to say. Always Price said, Porsha needs to lock in and pay attention to the pieces on the chessboard. She's acting completely oblivious to how this group rolls. Absolutely. Especially when them chessboards change next season. Romel said, I agree with Drew because Shamea is weird. That was just so odd. It's like, Shamea, you haven't talked to her, and the last time y'all talked, y'all was beefing. Of course she's not going to be receptive. And you're getting mad at that? That's crazy. It is crazy. Oh, my mom has absolutely done that. Absolutely done. I won't let the devil destroy my family. Girl. BY said, agree. Shamea needs to apologize in person before the new season started. Shamea's mom took me out. She just came out of nowhere. And it was so funny to me because we've seen her mother in scenes before, and she has never done that. So to come out of nowhere, don't let the devil destroy that. I was like, what? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. It was just like out of nowhere. And it was like, huh? Oh, gosh. Hannah said she will have to keep getting surgeries to do. Yeah. Did you guys watch that like kind of documentary where she was talking about it, where she's going to have to get surgeries for the rest of her life because that silicone stuff has like binded with her body. It's like it's been there so long. It's in every form. So she has to keep on going back little by little and getting those surgeries because she couldn't survive a whole surgery of them. They literally have to cut her, fillet her like a freaking fish and pull that poison out of her body.
Jesus.
I'm just like, how are you going to carry a child with that nonsense going on? I hope it's cleared up soon. That's so sad. That's so sad. Miranda said, so sad. I hate that 4K. A lot of BBL girls are dealing with regret. I'm glad I'm too afraid to be sedated. Child, me too. But Shamea's work. Whew. My God, today. She's going to get, she's going to get the donor egg. Why do you got to carry though? Why do you have to carry? Don't do it. Don't do it. Your body's already going through so much. The stress of a child. Don't do it. Don't do it. BY said K. Michelle is a good addition to the show. I absolutely agree. Miranda said K. Michelle is a life. I bet she has storyline she hasn't even mentioned yet. Yeah, and that's why Bravo paid her the big bucks. Mm-hmm. She's going to deliver. Georgia said Rashida wanted to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta years ago. Oh, she did? I don't know if she would deliver like Kay, but I can understand why she would be or want to be on the show. Hannah said Kay is Porsha with Porsha next week. I think it'll be a quick beef. I think it'll be handled rather quickly because Porsha don't want it with Kay. Porsha don't want it with Kay. I don't think she's even going to try it. Social Steph said Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Rhode Island on Sunday night has become an appointment television for me. Appointment television for me. We are so back, and you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Oh yeah, I forgot about Drew. They might. Oh God, they can't let Andy. Don't let Drew go. She needs this check. Don't let her go, please. Georgia said, Nene and K. Michelle will love each other. K. Michelle has respect for Nene and women like Nene. Yeah, either way, friends or enemies is going to eat on the season. Either way, I don't think that's going to happen because I don't think that Nene is going to want it with K. Michelle like that. I think those two might be fine. But you never know. You never know. Rocky said, what about Kenya? I think that Kenya is done for the foreseeable future. Just because Britt is still suing Bravo. And I don't know. That's going to be a liability to bring her back on the show. I think let that case wrap up and then we can see where she'll land. She'll probably come back, but it has to be after that. Listen, Rocky said Marlo has to stay a friend of the show if she comes back. If Marlo is really dating Tyler Perry, I know it was just a rumor, but if she can make that happen, they're going to give her a peach. They're going to give her a peach. Hannah said Phaedra got to go so that Nene can come back. Wait, Phaedra and Nene not beefing? They're friends. They hang out all over Atlanta. Ramel said, I don't know. I'm going to wait until next week's episode, but most of my friends aren't feeling it. We're just not. But I just can't get off of Rhode Island's crazy train. Yeah, Rhode Island is a breath of fresh air. I think for everybody who watched Atlanta, they kind of lost us. So it's going to be hard for them to get us back. But I just really like this episode because it just reminded me of the old seasons. And I know we'll never get the old seasons back. But for me, I was just like, this is it. The comedy. Fun, joy, like real representation of a girlfriends. This is what Atlanta is known for. So go back to your roots. Georgia said, I will definitely start watching again this season. I stopped before during the Bolo season because it became a show based around horizontal relations. That was really, really weird. And here's the thing. I was about to lie and say I don't kink shame. I absolutely kink shame. I'm not kink shaming here though. I just, the revelation of Bolo sucking his dingaling, I think for me, that's when I was like, oh, this might not be where I need to be. I think we kind of jumped the shark. And it just it was too many incidents. And then the whole thing with Candy and Phaedra, I was just like, we're going off here, guys. It's getting a little too weird for me. Let's stick with the comedy. Light shade, light reads. Let's stick there. Fun and joy, having a good time. Let's stick there. When we start getting into orgies and all of this stuff and sucking a dingaling, I was like, what? What? People do that? Oh my God. That just my spirit. That never sat right in my spirit. I said, ugh. You do that? What? How did you know that you could do that? Oh. Tifa said, with the Drew situation, since her and her ex still live in the same house, isn't he just as responsible for making sure the kid? You got to ask that judge. You got to ask that judge. Hey, Faithful. Faithful said, good evening. I just joined the live. Thank you for being here. Would you join me in tapping the like button? Yes. 146 watching, 41 likes. Get it together. Thank you, Faithful. Let's like, let's hype, let's share if you care. Miss Rodriguez said, is Ralph still a project manager? Or that was his job career before they got, I don't know what Ralph is doing. I hate to be in anybody's pockets, but I'm like, what's going on with their finances over there? Gibson Johnson said, but nothing Ralph has done explains why the court said Drew wasn't sending the kids to school. Something about her and Ralph is strange. They give me ATL, PK, and Dorit. I can absolutely see that. CM said Drew was getting 50% as a manager and owned 40% of Drew Sidora. something up with the finances, y'all. It's not making sense to me. Always Prices said Drew likely did what most of the girls do. He's paying on the bills and she's spending like crazy on stupid stuff. Now she has no money. You got to put that money away. Miss Brown Sugar said pure speculation, but I get the impression that Drew either is or was previously supporting several households and may have started Atlanta in the hole already. That is a great observation, Miss Brown Sugar. It happens to a lot of Black celebrities. Happens to a lot of them. Remember Gabrielle Union? Remember that interview? And she was talking about how, she can't miss a job. And people were like, oh, and the interview was like, well, you make a certain amount of money. She said, yeah, but I support a lot of people. And I was like, that's not fair. That's not fair. Rocky said she better not try to pull a Tasha K. Cardi and the courts are on her neck. Don't do it to yourself, Drew. Listen, Cardi not letting that lady breathe. Always Prices said, I got to see the belly button before I give Shamea's doctor too much credit. But does lipo have anything to do with the tummy tuck? Miranda said, Drew needs a lawyer. Her lawyer should have told her that you also are not likely to get full custody if you're destitute. This is sad. CM said Porsha was smashing before she got pregnant. She was with the white woman. Huh? What, CM? Porsha was smashing before she got pregnant. Who was she smashing? Who is the white woman? She was with him with the white woman. What's going on? Rewrite that, sister. I am said she left with her husband in Hennessy. Rodney. Woo. Always Prices said, OMG, that interview with Jason Lee was terrible. K. Michelle could have left that out. Absolutely. I think once she gets to know this audience a bit more, she's going to get more refined. I don't think she's going to make that mistake again, hopefully. CM says she also said that folks behind R. Kelly need to be in jail too because someone who can't read can't make and enforce NDAs. And she also got his wife together. She said, Andrea knew everything. I said, Kay, stop talking. Don't go on Jason Lee's show anymore. Always Prices said the gag is Sway is very pretty. She's fine. Yes, Sway is attractive. But again, Sway is not But again, Sway is not lipstick. I think this Portia's tight. Miss Brown Sugar, but you know who? Sway. Oh, Sway's a twin? Is the twin gay? She lipstick? Oh.
I'm sorry, what is a lipstick?
A feminine.
No, she's just a woman.
Feminine? I can't talk to you.
She's a girl.
I don't want to talk to you.
She's not.
No.
She's not queer.
I did not say that. I'm not having this conversation with you. Latoya, you didn't go to performing arts high school.
I'm just telling you.
I didn't know.
Lesbian,
I'm not.
The other one
oh
isn't.
my God.
The other one is straight. Okay, you know what? What I'm saying is Sway's
It's not your territory. I'm not having a conversation.
Sway's sister is straight.
I'm not having a conversation with you. Miss Ronchika said, now what? I didn't know that backstory about the child graper from Chicago. What is with the need for supporting these predators? They don't like Black women or Black children. That is the problem. Black community, we do not protect Black women or Black children, especially if they're dark. Because let him have been doing that to a biracial child or a light-skinned child that came from an elite home. Very different story. CM said, I think Porsha likes stud and film. A throuple like that would work for her. Probably, but they all got to have money. Miranda said, son of a bee sting. I'm using that. Just when I started liking K. Michelle again, she kicks me in the back. I cleanse myself of Nazis and pedos. Ciao. Hey, Joe, thank you for being here. Joe said, I agree, Nikki. I don't think Sway is her type. Queer women who date ugly men. Okay. Y'all are so messy. Queer women who date ugly men like Dennis eventually date pretty ladies when they're fully out. So, Thank you, Joe, for the super chat. So only time will tell. Because I think Porsha going to stay in these waters. She's trying to see how everybody is receptive of this relationship. And I think when the audience is like, girl, we don't care, we've been new. I think we're about to see her roster. Funny enough, there is a video of her. Oh my God. Funny enough, we have a home video of her during her Jamaican phase. Cringe. I was just like, I'm telling you, I remember watching it as a kid. Like, I would never let a man have me like this. Like, I was so embarrassed for my mother. CM says some of the same folks mad at Kay are loud about going to the Usher and Chris Brown concert. Meanwhile, folks are really mad because she said the folks around Robert got to go. I also feel like people are just mad that she was admonishing him for a minute. Don't admonish that devil. Romel said, I'm just not buying this new lesbian relationship. Watch they going to last long, or if she get married to this girl, it ain't going to last. Her roster, crazy. Because I'm like, I don't, let me tell you something. We would work that out. I would not have let that go. He couldn't break up with me. We're working it out. He couldn't break up with me. No. Do I have to go to London? I'll do whatever I got to do. He wanted to break up with me. I'll do whatever I got to do. I'll eat rice and baked. What is it? What y'all eat? Beans on toast. I would have done whatever I had to do. He wouldn't have broke up with me. She crazy. CM said Mama Joy Street saying that Martell and Ralph are friends and he used Martell's blueprint. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Miss T said Kay really wanted her husband, feeling unbalanced. It was really sad because you could tell that he took the wind out of her sails, and I hate that for her. Oh wait, are we talking about Waffles or K Michelle? Oh, we're talking about K Michelle. Nasty work. Because they were still together. He was still married. CM said Porsha a violent liar who can't be real. If Shamea keeps pushing her, we might see the real Porsha again. Listen, I don't think we want to see the real Porsha because I feel like she has a clause in her contract too. I think she has a no violence clause. So I don't think we'll see. I don't think we'll get that Porsha. The only real Porsha we're going to get is gay Porsha. I think that's the only real we're going to get. Some people said, I don't want to get my hopes up too high for Nene. I'm telling you, I think the girls trip is a test run to see how the audience is going to receive her. And when girls trip gets the views that it's never gotten before, she's getting a direct contract to go on the next season. CM said, Nene and Kay, yes, Porsha can't stand her in reality long enough to actually lead. Yeah, she's not going to. She's going to be like a co-lead with Nene. I don't think they're going to be. I think it's going to be Nene and Kay. And Porsha is absolutely going to be like a lead. I don't think she's going to have like a main storyline, but I think the show is going to be focused around Nene coming back. Cordell is not perfect by far. Can you believe how far she's come? Can you believe how far to saying that man was? No, I'm just like, now wait a minute. If he was, and you Christian said, this season is definitely feeling like a refresh. Yes, it's something about Pinky I'm not feeling, though. I can also appreciate Kelly's subtle humility regarding her finances. Yeah, it does feel very fresh. It does feel like the girls are finally being honest. Pinky is just new. We gotta find out who she is first. I don't think we're going to find out anytime soon. I think Kay just came here being very open and honest with her because we've been watching her for so long. Yes, she was in White Chicks. You said just heard today that Drew was in White Chicks. Like, Drew was a legitimate actor. That's how I knew her. Singing, I was like, oh, are we playing? She better make that acting work. Give Me Shelter said, yes, our community has to get rid of the phobias, but also we have to stop protecting predators. Yep. And that's because of the phobias. I want no part of any community that excuses child abuse. Absolutely. Let me get a couple more. Then you girl got to get out of here. Social Stuff said, I checked Chat GPT to try and find should be a surgeon. Oh, thank you for trying. Thank you for trying. Christian said, also, I cannot help but notice that the gay women / studs are sort of seen like and treated like props on these shows. Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, and Real Housewives of Atlanta. Feels like the new gay best friend forever vibe. Oh, absolutely, because they're used to attract a new community while allowing the cast to live in their truth. CM said they're all poised to get people to watch. Show business. CM said a lot of the cast was telling Drew she was with the stud, especially Porsha. And now, yep. And watch, Porsha is going to act like she never said anything. Watch. Like she was acting like, oh, I've never done anything. I may have dipped my foot in the lady pond. Remember you beat up your girlfriend because she was flirting with somebody else? Like, girl. Remember that? Beat her up at that party, and then the girl took off running, and Porsha ran after her. Yeah, girl. Yeah, we remember that. Christian said, the way all these seasoned women in their 40s are willing to look like a fool over a man. Pinky with her proud, no prenup comment. Kimberly with her, he wasn't even interested in me story. Yikes. It's really sad. There's no other way to say it. It's just sad. Always purchase that Rashida got the bags. Shaking my head. I know she can't stand K for that iconic read. Not even that. I'm Rashida. I rap like Shorty Low. I still say that to this day. And she's shaking the table. She's good TV. We got to give her that. F. Titty said, I really hope Kay reconsiders having a surrogate since you are 40, a recovering BBL patient, and perimenopausal. Pregnancy is a condition that is not for the weak. Pay somebody. I hope she thinks about it. Just because of her, the issues. Don't put, that might link up with the baby. We don't know. You don't do it. Hannah said Kenya was doing too much trying to prove Porsha slept with Bolo. It was weird. Oh, wait. That wasn't Bolo. It was another one. Yikes. Hannah, Give Me Shelter said, I absolutely kink shame. Oh, me too, all the time. It was probably some pervert who came up with the no kink shame nonsense as a country of ditto heads. We never question who created the saying and why. True. I absolutely will kink shame. Oh, you slave play weirdos. I'm kink shaming. I'm kink shaming. Then you're not doing a race play with your non-black partner. It's weird. You know what? I'll allow culture kink. Because like, y'all could do that. Yeah. I won't allow, I don't do the race play, but if y'all black but of the same different cultures, you and the Nigerian husband could, do a little fun. I don't know, you know what I mean? But I'll allow that. Y'all both black, just different cultures. I'll allow a little something, you know what I mean? My Kenyan prince, we can do all that. But that other stuff, that's demonic. I will not. Thank you, CM. CM clarified. Porsha was with Simon before finally got pregnant. Preach. The white woman was with Simon, who exposed them. Yikes. Listen, performing arts high school kids get it. I don't feel it's something I can get immediately. I can't explain it to people who don't know this. You don't know this community. You had to be in performing arts to understand. Probably, and he would have probably had to get one on me if he was trying to break up with me. He would not listen. You think I'm letting that man go? Crazy work. Oh, we're gonna work this out. Mm-mm. You're not breaking up with me. You're not breaking up with me. Yeah. Child, you crazy. Child, you crazy. He would have probably had to get one on me too. And I would have been in that courtroom. I love you. I'm sorry, King. I didn't mean it. Come back home. You don't let a man like that go. I don't care. You don't let the no. I would have been the same. Beans on toast. What else y'all eat? Spotted dick. What else y'all eat? Beans on toast. Spotted dick. Spud. Would y'all eat them? This tuna spud tuna. I would have did all that. Would have did all that for him. My God, today. My God, today. Is it a new season? I thought it was the old season when I went to go look. If it's a new season, I'll watch it. You give me shots so you don't remember that? They were screaming, Porsha, stop beating her up. Porsha beat her up. She beat that girl. The girl was on the floor and they was pulling Porsha off. Yeah. Porsha is the sway in the relationships. Ciao. Anyway, Star fam, your girls gotta go. But I'll see you tomorrow. Are we? Oh, shoot. I can only do one because I have something to do that night. So I'm going to do one live. It's going to have to be earlier because I got an evening appointment. So check my page. 7. So I might do something at like 3 or 4. I'll solidify it tonight and I'll put up the reminder tonight as well, so you guys can have more than enough time. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope that my international subscribers.
Yes, before you end, and don't forget, guys, if you want to be a part of the NikkiStar family, we have a Star Family Reunion email list. That is for our live in-person reviews. She's going to actually be doing this live with a studio audience. We have some special curated events we have coming up. If you want to be on NikkiStar's email list, I put the form in the chat.
Guys, seriously, join the email list. I will say, listen, I'm a little nervous because we're getting adult here, but the Star family, we are planning some really fun stuff this year and next year. So I wanted a lot of it to be international, but you know, my president's an idiot. Not my president. The president of white America is an idiot. So we got to deal with some stuff. So a lot of the stuff is going to be America based. I'm gonna try to get one international in there, London, Europe first.
Yes.
But we got some fun stuff that we're planning. So please subscribe. Check it out.
I just want to be clear that we're putting it out to the Star family first here. But once it gets out there, a lot of people love NikkiStar. So we're trying to roll it out here so you guys can be considered first. Because this is a beautiful family.
This is
the Star Family Reunion email list. Join it today.
Yes. Thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow. Please make sure you like the video, hype the video, share if you care, and I'll see you tomorrow for something else. Only one video. I wanted to do 2, but you are going to see in my vlog why I won't be able to do 2 because we're doing something fun tomorrow night. But I'll see you. Love you. Bye. Bye. I feel like falling in love.